Hey guys, welcome back to the A Plus Home Show. I'm Nick Carpenter with A Plus Building Maintenance, your Toledo Handyman. And I brought along my daughter Kendra to help me one more time. This is going to be the final episode about toilets. And today we're actually going to talk about changing the tank to bowl kit. This is a really common problem if you got a toilet that's been leaking. A lot of times actually I'll be called out to a bathroom where someone says, hey, I got water on the floor, I think I need a new wax ring. A lot of times ends up being this gasket that goes here and these bolts start rusting out. So we're going to show you how to change this out. Well, the first thing you got to do is identify the type of toilet you have. This is a Mansfield toilet. So I went to the local hardware store, bought me a rebuild kit. It's called a tank to bowl kit. It's made for Mansfield toilets. Pretty cheap. It's about 10 bucks. Pretty nice toilet setup, you know. And on the back, which is really nice, it tells you exactly how to change out these bolts. As simple as it can be. All right, Kendra, you paying attention?
Yep.
All right. So the first thing we got to do is take the rubber gasket. I've already disassembled the old one because I pulled all that off when I put on the... Why don't you get back and I'll turn it to you. Okay. First, I already took all that stuff off. So all it does, it just pushes on here, nice and snug. And if you get the exact replacement, now there are universal toilet tank kits. Be careful, because some of them don't want to seal right. That's the first step. The next thing we got to do is prep our bolts. Same thing, look at your instructions. It's going to tell you exactly how to prep your bolts. On this particular set of instructions, it says I got to put a washer on the bolt before I stick it through. So I'm going to go ahead and I got the other two done. This one's a 3-bolt system. So I have to go ahead and find the hole and put it through. Next step, per the instructions, washer and a nut. They give extra long bolts on these. You'll never see them even if they extend down, because on here, like I've told people in the past, is that I have the convenience of I pulled this toilet, I'm not working next to a cabinet. But always remember, whenever I'm doing a toilet tank like this, I plan on changing the tank to bowl, I try to make this stuff easy on me. I pull that tank out. If I have to, I even pull the toilet so I'm not working around next to a cabinet or the wall's too tight. I can't stand that. Most of the time I plan on rebuilding this stuff anyway, so I'll pull the whole unit out and do this out at my truck, because you got to figure a lot of times I'm doing this out in the field. We carry a lot of extra parts with us, so just don't get too frustrated with it. Take your time, not hard. Next thing I'm going to do is snug these up. Kendra, give me the pair of pliers, please. Now, the rubber washer holds pretty good. If it's going to slip, a lot of times it won't. I'm going to grab a straight screwdriver to hold it on the inside. But really, in my opinion, the main reason that's there is if you ever have a problem in the future, these bolts become rusted on and you really need it. But really, the first time install, it holds so well, you can really crank down on it and that bolt doesn't spin. You notice I keep moving my hand around. That's because I'm working on all the guts inside of the tank, so it's kind of hard to get to. You guys get to see the backside a little cleaner. Well, I don't know how clean, it's an old toilet, but. So I want to make sure these are snug. I don't want to over tighten. This is porcelain, it will crack. So just be careful. Now we're ready to mount this on here. Kendra, make sure when I lift it up that we put these in the holes, okay? These bolts. Are you ready?
I'm watching. Nope. Yep.
Okay. You want to make sure everything's seated before you go putting any bolts in. So I just watch everything really close. The next step, per the instructions, it says to put the washer, the rubber washer, a metal washer. And another thing, this makes it really nice if you have the whole toilet pulled already. You're not trying to do this, same thing. You wouldn't be able to see this if you're up against a wall. And you got to imagine, this typically would sit up against a wall or, you know, sometimes only a couple inches away. Getting to this back bolt would be just a nightmare. I wouldn't do that. So there's one. Now these do not make too tight. These have to be tightened down evenly. I'm going to do this back side, then you guys will see me come around to the front. If you try to over tighten this, like crank down one side, I've seen guys do that, this thing's not going to sit level. Then you're just asking for a bad day. I try to get it kind of snug. Even just with my fingers, this thing's going to rock to the left or to the right, whichever one I'm doing. And if you're asking where this came from, this toilet actually came, I put all these parts in it. This toilet's not going to be reused in the home. This actually came from a fire unit. That's why I'm actually turning black right now. So we get to do our test run here and show you guys how to rebuild it. I mean, it's probably a salvageable toilet, but we don't resell toilets. Gives us a chance just to show you how the guts work and stuff. Everything's the same. Now, when I tighten these by hand, I like to at least tighten it to where the rubber is starting to meet the actual tank. I like to just go around. You can kind of rock it to the left and to the right just a little before you put a wrench on it. And see, on this one, the tank is actually needs to be pulled forward, so I might actually unloosen this one a little bit and give these front bolts a little more room to really bite down. Then take the pair of pliers, go around. Now, if I was doing this on the ground like I typically would, up right now it's up in the air, I would be pushing down with my chest a little bit, kind of rocking it back and forth, tighten it by hand a little bit tighter, but right now I'm going to let the pliers do more of the work for me. Same thing, going around evenly, don't want to overdo this. They also have deep well sockets that make it nice. The thing is though, I usually don't like using a socket because when I do, I have the tendency of really crank down and you can crack these little ears off and then you are stuck buying a new toilet. Now normally what I would do is I would go around. Right now she feels really stout. I would let this sit for maybe about 5 minutes, give that a chance for that rubber to compress a little bit more, come back and get another crank on it, just to make sure that it's everything's nice and snug. I don't like a toilet that's going to leak. I don't want to have to do this again, unless I absolutely have to. And that's it. What do you think, Kendra?
Good.
Think I did a good job?
Mm-hmm.
Do I get an A for the day?
What?
Do I get an A?
Yep.
All right. All right. Well, guys, if you have more questions about this stuff, visit our website, ToledoHandyman.com. Give me a call, 419-478-1542. We give free estimates all the time. Anything from installing light bulbs to putting on roofs. We are a licensed remodeler here in the city of Toledo. And we do all aspects of home repairs. We actually really enjoy doing the smaller projects just like this. We love showing the viewers out here and some of our customers that get a kick out of us stopping and taking our time to show them what's going on. And if you guys want us to come out, give us a call, 419-478-1542. Email me with your questions. Guys, I need ideas for these shows, and it was a great idea with these toilets. That's why we got a chance to do all these. Nick at ToledoHandyman.com. So once again, thank you for watching. This is my daughter, Kendra.
Bye.
I'm Nick with A+ Building Maintenance, your Toledo Handyman. Until we see you guys again, keep up the good work.